Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video. If you are new, my name is Kylene. This is my second time being a mom. I feel like I've been saying this every single time, so if you're not new, I'm so sorry, but wanted to give a little background. I have a 19-month-old son and a almost 3-week-old baby girl, and I wanted to share a night in our life as we are experiencing the newborn stage with 2 under 2. Right now my husband is still on paternity leave, and so I have quite a bit of help, and it's been surprisingly good. I wouldn't say easy, like the transition is still a transition, but things have been going pretty well, and especially compared to my postpartum experience last time, I'm very happy about it. So I wanted to document it and share with you guys kind of what it looks like. I can do this video again once my husband is back to work, because things will be, of course, a lot harder and a little bit more chaotic, but I wanted to document it early on. I'm gonna start this video off at the beginning of Rocky's second wake window after he took his nap, which is typically anywhere between 2 and 3 o'clock. Right now when I'm filming it is 2, so we'll see when he wakes up. But he's really the only one that's on a strict schedule right now. Echo, like I said, is 3 weeks old, so we are not following a schedule, but we are following a routine of when to feed her. I feed her every 3 hours. I do plan to get her on a schedule kind of right when Nathaniel goes back to work. It'll be right after she turns a month old, and I feel like that's the perfect time to just start following proper wake windows. Nothing strict, just kind of a flexible routine, if that makes sense. If you guys are curious, my toddler's schedule right now is waking up at 8 a.m. He stays up until 12. He'll do breakfast. It kind of depends on the day. Either we'll do lunch before or after the nap, but if he doesn't do it before, we give him a snack, and then he naps from anywhere between 2 and 3. It depends on the day. And then he'll wake and do lunch or a snack depending on what he did before the nap, and then he'll go down at 7. So he is a really good sleeper. We did have to sleep train him, and it was quite the journey, so we've worked a lot to get him to where he is, but he makes life a lot easier right now because he sleeps so well. I also wanted to say we try to get out of the house in the morning. Right now it's a lot of Nathaniel leaving the house with Rocky, but sometimes it's all 4 of us, sometimes it's just me and the kids. I haven't gone with just Rocky yet. I need to do that. But then in the afternoon, we're a little bit lower energy, so we try and do things at home. We like to do it this way too because it's a little bit closer to dinner, so that way we can have dinner at home and just kind of relax towards the end of the day. So that is the plan, and I hope that you guys enjoy just seeing a night in our life with 2 under 2.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light.
You have a pinky too.
Hey darling,
can you do it?
could get out of
There
town.
you go.
See the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey darling,
Both kids just shit their brains out. One needed an outfit change. He's so sweet, Rocky.
I better get a shout out.
Nathaniel changed all 3 because sis shit twice. But we're gonna make some lunch. Rocky is gonna watch Trash Trucks. You give her kisses? Good job. What are we gonna watch, Rocky? What are we watching? No, what is it? Blue Trash Trucks? What's wrong with sis? Hi, sis. Hi. Oh, gentle. Trash Trucks. Okay, we're gonna do it. For lunch, Rocky is having these chicken nuggets. If you guys have not tried these are so good for yourself or for your kids. They basically are like Chick-fil-A nuggets, and then we just got these potato fries from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna throw some fruit on his plate and call it good.
tunes in a car for 2. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Mimi got you a water table. Wait. Where are you going? Did you think Mimi's here? Whoa. What are you doing? My mom got Rocky a water table for Easter, and he actually played with it, well, with this table with Nathaniel's parents. They bought it for their house as well, so he knows what it is and he's like super excited about it. So we're gonna play with some water outside and have some fun, okay? Do you wanna go play with Wawa?
Wawa.
Say Wawa!
Wawa.
Wawa! Okay.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you
As much as I want to just be sitting out there with Rocky and Nathaniel just playing with water, Sis is kind of just not having it. And she doesn't necessarily like cry. She's actually a pretty content baby, but she's gonna cry right now. She just is not falling asleep, and she's been awake for a few hours now. And we actually have periods of the day where she's up like 3 hours plus. One day she was up for 5.5 hours. I don't know how, literally that's longer than Rocky's wake windows, but she just kind of fights sleep a lot during the day at least. And so I came in to try and like lay with her and get her like soothed, but that wasn't working. So now I'm just bouncing with her. A lot of times I don't really like stress that she's awake just because she's like content and fine. But sometimes, like right now, I do, because I just wanna make sure she's like getting enough rest. But also she's just a little squirmy, so it's hard to just like sit still. But this is kind of like a little bit of a reality of 202. If I had no help right now, she would just be like squirming outside as Rocky played. So it's super nice that Nathaniel is still off, but man, I am freaking nervous for when he goes back to work. We have a week and a half left. There's literally a hair in my mouth that I can't get out of my mouth, but yeah, I'm nervous. It's gonna be hard. I can do it, I know I can, but it's definitely going to be a lot more energy consuming. If you guys watched my postpartum prep video with me, then you know I baked, well, I prepped these meals. That way I can just throw them in the oven, and my future self is thanking my past self because I do not feel like cooking. We were super fortunate and had a meal train set up for like the first week and a half, and then we had a bunch of frozen food from like Trader Joe's and like Costco and stuff like that. So yesterday was, or 2 days ago was the first day that I had cooked dinner in like 2.5 weeks. So if you have friends or family that are about to give birth, I highly recommend setting up something like that because it made it so much easier. And a lot of people don't have their husbands home for a month. They have like maybe a week. And so it's super helpful to the mother. But yeah, we're just gonna throw this in the oven. I think it needs like 30 minutes or so. And I might make a salad. I might make some bread. I don't really know what I'm feeling right now. But dinner will be done in 30 minutes. And all I did was preheat the oven and throw it in. Dinner ended up taking longer than 30 minutes. It's been in there for like almost an hour now. I don't really know why. Maybe we didn't thaw it enough, but a couple things. One, I fed Sis again because she was still awake, and she's still awake right now. I ended up swaddling her and putting her in the Snuggle Me because I don't know what else to do to get her to sleep, but I'll explain later why I don't normally swaddle during the day. And then also Rocky played super well in his playroom, and he's been playing so much better. I'm so thankful for like the age gap, in the sense that I feel like in the last few months he's been playing like so much better. Like right now he's just playing with trucks by himself. But he truly has never really played very well independently, so it's been super nice that he at least is content. But once this dinner gets ready, we're gonna sit and eat because we're all just kind of starving at this point. We normally eat like at 5, so yeah. Yeah, normally we're already like done. I did. Yeah. Normally we're done eating by now. We usually, or try to, go on walks sometimes after dinner. And I don't know if we're gonna have time for that because bedtime is 7, so we'll see what we can get done.
Okay, Dada's gonna open this, okay? So you gotta get away because it's gonna be hot.
Hungry?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay.
I might even just take a bowl. Yeah, no, 2. That's a whole like quarter, right?
A third
A third, yeah.
of the whole thing? You want to get the Parmesan cheese?
Yes. You're all done. Please set it down and get the data. You see what's Mama making?
I'm gonna put a lot of cheese on it for you. Okay, you need a fork. Hold on.
Here.
Is it good? Cheese. You love cheese, huh?
That's all you're eating, huh? Just
Mama.
What do you want Mama to do?
I think you said, you say thank you to Mama? Is that what you're saying? Good job.
You're welcome, Bubby.
We only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand? That we only get one life, I wanna make it count.
You're so strong, dude. Okay, go.
Yeah, we only get one life, I wanna make it count. Come on now and take my hand.
You guys, I'm super sad because, are you okay? Yikes. Typically we do bath time together, and I'm telling you, this is literally the only time that Sis has been asleep during bath time, and of course it's the time I'm vlogging. Really considered waking her up, which I know is crazy, but there's so many cute moments between the two of them during like the nighttime routine. But as you guys know, she has been awake like all day, and she literally fell asleep like 20 minutes ago. So I'm gonna spare the good content and keep my baby happy. I'll show it sometime in the future for sure, but typically we do bath together, and then we like change them together. We like lay them on the ground together, get them both ready for bed at the same time. It makes our life a lot easier. It makes it so we're not doing a nighttime routine twice. Tonight we're just gonna skip Sis's bath, and then because she hasn't really slept all day, she'll probably just wake up to eat and then go back to bed. So her nighttime routine will be super simple, but we're still gonna do Rocky. So let's go give the boy a bath. While we bathe Rocky, Sis is gonna stay in her snuggle meat in the playroom. If you guys don't know, the playroom is like right off of the kids' bedrooms in the bathtub. Don't judge the mess, we didn't clean up yet, but we'll check on her routinely, but she'll be good right here. Whoa, are you okay? Whoops. Bubble in your mouth, yeah. Are you saying hi? Take Mama and then Rocky, okay?
They settle down at my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong. But I learned
You're right,
my lesson hanging on.
You want Wawa? Okay. Can you turn off the Wawa?
Sit here with me
We gotta turn off the camera. Okay.
and let it go.
Okay, turn off the Wawa. You only turn on the Wawa when Mama says. Okay, now Mama's turn. No Wawa. When Mama says.
My fingers walk over your head.
Only when Mama says Wawa can you turn on the Wawa. Okay, we're not ready.
Got nothing
Okay,
to
bring it here.
I'd rather be with you than by
Like this.
myself. Always in your
Rocky's turn.
hand.
Now Mama's turn. Do you see yourself in the mirror? You're so cute. Gentle to Sis, okay? Yeah, lotion helps you, huh?
When I was young, I thought control would lead me to an ending road. And heavy metal seemed to be the only thing that was for me. And I saw the angels coming down
Give her a pat on the back.
Let me follow. Can I hold your hand for old time's sake? And all this time you waited for me. Little did we know, I guess it's fate. Now all is in our hands. All is in our hands.
You want one more hug? As you guys saw, I got my essentials for the night. I always have a dessert. We always get our water full. And then I need the Haka through the night. And then that protein bar is for the morning. It's for my 6 o'clock feeding. I'm just always like so hungry as soon as I wake up. Typically Echo is awake for like a 3-hour stretch in the morning and then a 3-hour stretch at night. It's so strange to me, but she normally sleeps well through the night and then she sleeps like all day long. But today she was up all day long and she's just like easily waking up right now. So her sleep is a little bit off. So I'm very curious to see how the night goes. Last night she went like 5.5 hours and then another 3. So we only woke up like once through the night. I want to put it out there, but I'm feeling like tonight might be different. For normal nights, we try to get her last feeding anywhere between like 8:30 p.m. and then like 10 p.m. Because she was already like a pound above her birth weight at 2 weeks. Our pediatrician just said to like let her sleep through the night. So for the first like period, we don't wake her, we let her wake us. And like I said last night, it was like 5.5 hours. But then after that, she eats like every 3 hours because typically with newborns, they only give you like one long stretch. With Rocky, I like stretched it out slowly, but I'm trying it a little bit different this time just to like kind of see how she does. But the goal is to slowly stretch the first like time that she's asleep till eventually she doesn't need to nurse throughout the night. So right now we're nursing at about like anywhere from 8:30 to 10 and then around like 1 to 3 depending on how well she does, and then like 5 or 6. So that 1 to 3 is like typically the only like wake time we do. The last thing I wanted to state was Nathaniel and I typically do everything together. We always have with Rocky. We both have never not like put him down together if we're both home. We always do naps together if we're both home. We just like to do things together. I feel like it makes it not feel like as much of a chore. And then also you don't really resent the person because they're not helping. And so we're trying to do our best to do the same with Sis and just like keeping everything together and doing it all at once. I feel like it makes it go by faster for 1, but 2, it just like keeps us together and keeps us all involved. So that's how we do it. We do that through the night too. Nathaniel wakes up with me. You guys will see he like changes her diaper. He brings down my Haka. He will help burp her sometimes. And then he re-swaddles her and we get her back to bed. So it is a team effort throughout the night. It is 7 o'clock right now. I literally am just going to sit here and eat my snack and watch YouTube videos. And then we'll probably feed her again and then go to sleep. So that is the plan for the night. I will see you guys at the next feeding. Sis and I have been chilling for like an hour, right?
Probably like 45 minutes.
Probably like an hour.
I go to you like 7:40.
She is the coziest like this on me. But she just started fussing. And it's perfect timing. Before Sis's eye is doing that whole like clogged tear duct thing again. So it was like glued shut. But it's 8:30 now. We're gonna get her changed and fed. And then down for bed.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Luxembourg? Good night, sis.
I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Thank you.
I have not even looked in the mirror today. So this is what you get from me. It is 6 a.m. As you guys saw, Echo did super good. She woke up at 1 and at 5:30. And when she wakes up in like the 5-6 o'clock hour, we both just get up for the day, because if we go back to sleep, then we don't wake up until like 7:30, 8, and then we feel like we're waking up with Rocky, and it just feels chaotic. And it also makes us like even more tired than if we would have just woke up in like 5 or 6 o'clock hour. So it's 6 a.m. I like to just kind of have a slow morning to myself, make my coffee. I usually will just like go back and sit in bed, but I didn't want to talk a ton in there because Echo is awake right now and I'm trying to get her to go back to sleep. This is what I was meaning yesterday, that she normally is awake for like a few hours in the morning. It typically starts like right now, but she doesn't cry. She just kind of hangs out and her eyes are just open. So nothing we can't deal with. It just like, of course, I would like her to get to a point where she doesn't wake up until 8 o'clock for the day, just like Rocky does. So like I said, Rocky will be asleep till 8 o'clock. I can film a morning routine with us as well if you guys would like that, so let me know. But he did amazingly through the night. We keep a monitor on him still just in case like something happens. And typically we'll hear him kind of like whine here and there as he's like tossing and turning. But I literally didn't even hear him once. Like, he did so good. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed that night in my life. I wanted to end this video with like a few newborn sleep tips. I do have a video on this that I did with Rocky, so if you guys want to watch like a full in-depth video, I will link that down below. But I wanted to refresh you guys on some newborn sleep tips if you have been around, and if you're new, just share a few things that we kind of tried to follow loosely in the first month to just create good sleeping habits with Echo. Like I said, we're not putting her on any sort of like schedule or routine for at least another week or so, and that is mainly just with wake windows, nothing crazy, but right now we're just following that whole feed every 3 hours except through the night. I feel like she's already a really good sleeper. She technically only woke up once through the night. She went 2 4.5 hour stretches, and something that I really tried to do throughout the day is not nurse her to sleep. Now, if she's been up for like the 3 hour stretch or so, I'll let her like nurse to sleep, but a lot of times she'll nurse and then just kind of hang out for a little bit and then she'll fall asleep. And this is not something I have really focused on a ton in the last few weeks just because she is so little, but that's something I'll continue to do. Once we start to do the loose schedule, it'll be an eat, play, sleep schedule. So she'll eat within an hour of waking, including the eating time. She will then go back to bed and nap for 2 hours, and then at that 3 hour mark, we'll feed her again. So that's kind of like the premise of it. I follow Taking Care of Babies if you guys are curious where I'm getting my information from, but as you can see, my toddler sleeps super well, so it worked really well for us with our first. Another huge thing is making sure they get enough calories throughout the day, so making sure they eat every 3 hours. Sometimes I feed her every 2.5 hours. I try not to feed her before the 2:15 mark because I don't want to cluster feed her, but I also want her to make sure that she's getting enough calories. So even if she had just fallen asleep like 20 minutes ago, I will wake her and feed her. I just want her to get enough calories through the day because that helps them through the night. They can go longer stretches that way. Another thing is I'm trying not to be so quick to replace her binky. She's not as obsessed with the binky as Rocky was. With Rocky, this whole scenario that you guys would have seen, we would have replaced his binky multiple times throughout the night, and we tried to replace her binky through the night, but it was literally just like right after she had fed and she was like falling back asleep, but she just doesn't even take it. And then when she's out until she wakes up. So I think it's already helped. It could just be the fact that she doesn't really care for a binky, but throughout the day, if she's fussing, like we'll give it to her, but if she just keeps spitting it out, we just stop giving it back to her. Whereas with Rocky, I would just like sit there and replace it. And I feel like he just got addicted to it, and the poor kid is still addicted to it. So yeah, we're just trying to use the binky when it's helpful, but not overdo it with her. And I think that helps with her sleep too, because she can fall asleep more independently and she doesn't rely on us to soothe her through the binky. And then the last thing is I just try really hard to differ day and night sleep. You guys saw yesterday that I ended up swaddling her, and I don't typically do that because I try to, like I said, differentiate the two sleeps. For the daytime, I let her just like sleep wherever. We keep the noise the same level. I mean, I have a toddler who will randomly throw things or just randomly scream. I have a husband who's loud. Hold on, my battery's dying. Sorry if that was choppy, but basically our household is loud and I don't want to make it quiet just because she's sleeping. So we'll continue to wash dishes, do chores around the house, like keep the TV on, whatever. And then during the night, that clearly isn't happening because everything's turned off. We also don't turn on a sound machine throughout the day, but we do at night. And then at night, the room is as dark as it can be. She's swaddled, she's cozy. So that kind of like sets the tone and tells her like, okay, this is nighttime, we're gonna sleep for a longer stretch. So those are just a few tips that I'm following this early on. I can share more as I do get her onto a more strict routine. I'm gonna call it a flexible routine because with a toddler, it's gonna be just kind of what it is, but just more following wake windows is what I'm gonna keep saying it is. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you guys want to see. I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee. You guys are sitting on it right now and just kind of hang out. In this time too, I always like put Echo on my chest if she hasn't fallen asleep from just being swaddled. And I really enjoy just the slow mornings with my family. So I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.